Aloha boys and girls, what is going on? Airflying 2Caps here, bringing us another video. Here today what we have lined up for you is MLG Columbus. Now MLG Columbus is coming up this weekend, should be and is looking to be a really good event. This will be the first event of Advanced Warfare, looking to be a good one. I'm really excited and I have some really good predictions that I think will go down, as well as some info about what's going to happen. So let's go and get started. Basically we're going to talk about the prizing first off. The prizing, as you guys can see, will be, first of all, pro points. You will win 25,000 pro points in first, 15,000 in second, 11,000 in third, 9,000 in fourth, fifth and sixth both get 8, and seventh and eighth both get 7. That was really hard to say for some reason. And also in money, it's 10,000 for first, 6,000 for second, 4,000 for third, and fourth, 2,000, and fifth and sixth you get 1,000, and seventh and eighth you get $500. So that's how it's going to line up. It should be a really good event. I'm really excited with the prizes as well as the pro points and stuff. I'm really excited to see how this all will work out. So let's go and get started talking about the tournament format. Basically talking about the open bracket. There will be 128 teams competing to get into the pool play, basically, and the top 4 teams from open bracket will join each of the pools. Obviously, one probably goes in A, 2 goes in B, and so on and so forth. Pool play will consist of 16 teams seeding into pool play with 5 teams per pool. There's a bunch of pools going on. Should be pretty cool. I'm really excited to see. And I'll also show you guys the pools. I hate saying the word pools. I will show you guys the pools, I guess, here in a second. That's really weird. Anyway, and the championship bracket will contain the top 2 from every pool, and they will all go on to the winners bracket. Bottom 3 go to losers bracket to possibly come to the winners bracket and play the winner, probably something like that. So let's go and get started with Pool A. Now, I'm really excited to see about this Pool A. Obviously, this consists of Optic Gaming, TK, Prophecy, STDX, Esports, and an open bracket contender. Well, I do like some of the open bracket contenders. I think that they can be some factors in this game. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Optic will take the #1 placing from Pool A, as well as TK in second. I'm not really sure how the records are going to work. I think Prophecy is a really good team. I think they're a strong team, as well as Esports. I like the guy on Esports, but I don't think it's going to be able to work out for them. However, it is very possible. I could see someone beating TK. However, I'm pretty sure Optic might just sweep this pool, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and move on to Pool B. This is the pool of death, for sure. Obviously, we have Team Justice, Rise Nation, Optic Nation, Automatic Reload, and an open bracket contender. This is probably the scariest pool in the whole tournament deal. To be honest, I think that this could go a lot of different ways. However, I do have Justice coming in first, taking the seed, and also having Optic Nation coming out in second. I think it's going to be a toss-up between Rise and Optic for that second seed, or maybe even the first seed. I don't really know. I think the 3 teams that you guys see at the top are definitely going to be the top 3 teams. I think AR is a really good team. I just think they're very inconsistent, and I'm not really sure what open bracket contenders will make it, so I'm not sure what people from the open bracket will end up in this pool. So it's kind of hard to tell for right now. We're going to move on to Pool C. Pool C contains Denial Esports, FaZe, Stunner Gaming, Clan Lucky Strike, as well as an open bracket contender. In this pool, I do have Denial and FaZe coming away with it. I think Clan Lucky Strike can make a solid movement, maybe to even get themselves in the second position. I think Denial will definitely take it. I want to see how FaZe does. I don't have FaZe placing very high in this tournament, so I think that it's very possible FaZe could lose their composure and possibly not come out with the second position in this pool. So I leave Denial at first, and I think it'll be FaZe, but I want to see how Stunner as well as Lucky Strike do. I think Stunner's a really good team as well, so we'll just have to see. That's probably my most unended bracket or pool, that I guess you could say, where I don't really know what exactly I think will happen. Moving on to Pool D, we have Team Envious as well as Aware, Strictly Business, Carnage, and an open bracket contender. I think Envious will just take this pool no problem, to be honest with you. I think this is one of the easier pools, not being rude in any way. I think SB's an okay team. Aware's a good team. They've placed well at different online tournaments as well. I think they've faced, was it Optic in one of the tournaments? I can't remember which one it was. It might have been the 10K. However, I think Cinder's a really good player for Aware as well as the other guys on the team. However, I think Envious will make it, and I want to see Carnage play Aware. I want to see which of those teams can play and see which team can maybe take that. I think Carnage is a little bit stronger than Aware, in my opinion. We all know Hugh is such a strong player as well, so I'm looking to see if Hugh can be the factor in this game. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Friday as well as the Saturday and Sunday schedule. I'm going to be not flashing it, but showing it on screen so you guys can know what time teams are playing at. They will be kicking it off at 6 p.m. Eastern time on the Alpha as well as the Bravo stream. It's going to be starting off with Optic and TK, which I think is going to be a really, really good game. They have Optic as well as Optic Nation playing 3 out of the 4 games on the Alpha stream, and you're going to see some Envious and FaZe stuff on the Bravo stream. So I'm pretty excited to see how this will start. Here's the Saturday schedule. You know, this really just depends. You don't really have any teams necessarily that will be kicking off at 10 a.m. Eastern time, as well as the Sunday schedule, which also will start at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So, be looking for this. I'm really excited to see, as well as schedules are subject to change at the bottom. I know you guys can see that, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to give you guys my final placings of what I think is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the 7th and 8th position, moving my way up to 1st. I think in 7th/8th, it'll be Carnage and TK. And I'm going to give you guys the reasons why for each of these placings, by the way. I think Carnage will do well. I think they'll be able to get out of their pool. I just don't know how they're going to fare against these top teams consistently, and I don't think they're going to be placing very well for right now. I mean, they're not the most known team. They're not very... they have some good players on the team, but none of them don't really have that much LAN experience that are placing high anyway, so I think they might not do so well once they get there. However, I'm looking for them to be a factor moving on, maybe in Advanced Warfare. I don't think TK is very strong. They just don't have the team to win or to even place very high to me. I think a 5th position for them will probably be the highest that they'll place. I just gave them the 8th spot or 7th and 8th spot just because I don't think they're going to be able to beat any teams ahead of them, to be honest. I think that with them acquiring Looney was a really good start. Just they do not have slaying power, and this game totally consists of slaying power, so that's why I have them so low. In the 5th and 6th position, I do have Optic Nation and FaZe. I know a lot of people are going to be wondering why Optic Nation and FaZe are here. I think FaZe is going to break down a little bit. I think Sensor and Aches are going to get in a little bit of a fight, maybe not even maybe a fight, but just I don't think they have the chemistry that works to win a championship. I know FaZe obviously won a championship without having hardly any communication or chemistry, whenever they won that one event. However, I don't think it's going to work out well for FaZe here. I think it's going to be a little bit awkward for Sensor in a way because he's trying to be captain, and with Eggs trying to take the lead role, which he will be trying to. I don't think it's going to work out well for them. However, it could. This is just my predictions. I think Optic Nation is going to be a really good team, and I don't in any way feel like they don't deserve to be higher at all. Just with the teams that I've seen, I'm going to choose the teams that I feel confident with. I think Optic Nation has suffered a little bit of a unfairness, I guess you could say, due to their internet. I know TP doesn't have the best internet connection. I think TP is one of the best players in Call of Duty, so do not take that away from him. Don't take it away from Karma or Proof or Imbos. I think they're a really solid team. I just don't know how they're going to work very well together on LAN for right now. I think they'll be a great team. So don't take that at all. Just for right now, that's how I have them placing. In the 4th position, I do have Denial. I think Denial is probably one of the strongest teams in the game. But I did see Benson say also that they were strong in Ghosts, and they've been strong so far in AW. I just don't know how they're going to fare in AW, or in Ghosts they were strong, but I don't know how they're going to fare in Advanced Warfare. So I don't really know how it's going to work out. I don't have them placing obviously super high in the top 2, which is what I would normally place them as, but just for right now, I have them in the 4th position. I think Denial is an absolute awesome team, but I do not think that they will be as strong as they were in Ghost. So, in the 3rd position, I do have Just Us. Now, you guys have been wondering, who is Justice? Why are they here? This team consists of Mochilla, Enable, Slacked, as well as Classic. Those guys are absolute beasts. Now, from what I've seen, I know Enable's a beast in this game already. Mochilla has probably the highest pro points out of anyone besides the 10K, and he's been grinding out the game, as well as Enable is a beast, like I said. And Slacked is just crazy. Slacked is probably one of the best slayers in the game. And Ghost, he was constantly leading his team for MW, getting like 30 to 40 kills every map. So, excluding S&D. But I think Justice is going to place really well. I think they're going to be a really, really good team. They've obviously almost took out Optic Gaming once, which is really, really close game. So I'm looking for Justice to do well, and I even gave them the 3rd position. So I'm really looking to see how well they do. Hopefully they don't let me down. Moving on to the 2nd position, I do think it will be Envious getting the 2nd position. I know a lot of people are saying they're not doing so well lately. However, I think Envious is just a very, very solid team. I know a lot of people think, they haven't been winning online tournaments. I'm placed them 4th, 3rd, 5th, and I don't think that's true. I think Envious has a lot of LAN experience. They do have JCap, they have Nameless, they have Clayster and Merc. All veterans of the Call of Duty scene, and all very, very good players in the Call of Duty scene at that. So I do think that NVS will be taking the 2nd position in this tournament. I think they're a really, really solid team, and I do not see them placing any lower than this. So keep that in mind. And first, I do have Optic Gaming. And I think Optic Gaming will win this tournament because of their slaying power, and it's almost scary how easily they've just been able to dominate without having that chemistry that we thought that they wouldn't have, and they already almost have it fully down. Their slaying is just crazy. You have Formal, you have Scump, and you have Crim6. Probably Crim6 and Scump were the 2 best players in Ghosts. I think Formal was also a top 5 player in Ghosts as well. So to have all those three players and all of them be dominant slayers is really scary, as well as to have Nadeshot, the leader, the captain, probably the best. I wouldn't even call him really an objective player anymore, but I would still call him an OBJ. I know that sounds kind of weird. I'd say he does half the job of an OBJ, and he does it well. So I think it's going to be a really solid team for Optic Gaming. I do think that they will take it, not easily by any means. I think we're going to see some 3-2 series, some really close games. Maybe we could see one of these top teams go to the losers bracket and make a comeback. And do not take out any of these open bracket teams either. I just don't know who's going to be in what position, so it's kind of hard for me to make that assumption already. So I'm really looking forward to see how MLG Columbus will unfold. I'm really excited to see how it's going to happen. Every night, by the way, of MLG Columbus, I'm going to try to stream, or if I can get some people to join the stream or something. I don't know how it's going to work out. I would love to do that. Basically go over what happened every night for those who missed it, and basically talk about predictions moving on and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like that. As well, leave your final placings. Leave your top 8 or leave your top 4 down below. I want to know what you guys think. I've been Airflying 2K Ops. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. Make sure to click all my links down below in the description. I will see you guys later. Peace out.